We've been waiting forever for the route to reopen. Why haven't we heard anything?
We should head over to the wharf and see what's going on.
Sounds better than just sitting around. Let's go.
Hey. Excuse me, can I ask,
Are you here about the Sichia route too? Sorry, but the suspension of several major routes has been extended.
Huh? But when's it gonna reopen?
I'm very sorry. We haven't been told when we can expect the route to reopen. This closure came directly from Sichia. Every major domestic port has been affected.
Nikki, we're not going to be stuck in Florawish forever, are we?
So, no ships are allowed to go to Sichia indefinitely?
I'm afraid so.
Come on! You gotta be kidding me! We came all the way from the Terra Alliance borders! We've had rotten luck ever since we explored Itzelin's ruins. Between being chased by behemoths, almost falling off a bridge, running out of cooking flint. We must have angered Mother Terra herself!
Alright, quit complaining. Focus on what's next. We were heading to Sichia's auction house to sell the artifacts we found, but with no ship. What are our options?
Right. We can't just stand around. Let's move.
At this rate, how's our unlucky archaeology team even gonna find the eternal miracle?
it sounds like they're talking about a ruin expedition, but what about this miracle?
Hold on, this might be a clue about the miracle outfit. Nikki, we've got to talk to them.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Let's do it.
Hello. I couldn't help but overhear you talking about ruins and archaeology. Can I ask what you found?
Haha, I think I smell a potential customer.
Potential customer?
Oh, where are my manners? Let me introduce our team of adventurers. We just returned from Itzoland, a region on the border of the Terra Alliance. There are tons of ruins from the civilizations before the Veilfall. We scored quite a few treasures on our last expedition.
That's when our bad luck started.
Oh, please. Those were just coincidences. We believe in science, not superstition.
Anyway, we were going to sell our findings at the Sichia auction house, but our route closed. So we decided to hold the auction right here in Florawish.
So when you say potential customer, don't you mean bidder at the auction?
That's right. On our way here, we stopped by the Bibcoon's Chuckle Club and spoke with the owner. Thought it might be a nice place to set up, you know? I'll be sure to explain the significance of each artifact at the auction. If you're interested, we'd love to see you there. If something calls to you, we would be honored for you to bid on it.
Oh, the Bibcoon's Chuckle Club owner replied. He wants us to swing by.
Sorry, miss. That's our cue to head out.
No problem. Sorry to trouble you.
We hope to see you there. Bye!
What do we do, Nikki? Should we attend the auction?
We've got nothing better to do. Let's go check it out.
Looks like the
Welcome, honored guests. Each item we present to you today comes from our expedition team's adventures in Ixaland, a mysterious region located on the border of the Terra Alliance. You may not be familiar with Ixaland. This is more than understandable. The region is considered incredibly isolated and desolate, even for a wasteland like the Terra Alliance. After the Veilfall, the land became uninhabitable. Its civilization decayed as a thick miasma shrouded the landscape. 3 years ago, the miasma finally dissipated, and the ruins of this Titan civilization could finally be explored by great adventurers. Not long after, those pioneers made a discovery.
This ancient Titan kingdom, lost since the Veilfall. It may be the Wasteland's legendary Golden City. The priest of the gods guards a golden treasure and bestows their blessings upon the Titan's land. Sip the nectar of truth and embark on your journey to the undying city. The eternal miracle. The eternal king.
Pioneering adventurers found these inscriptions within the ruins. Though research into the Titan civilization is still fairly new, its historical value is undeniable.
Exactly! The artifacts you bid on today could be your priceless family heirlooms tomorrow!
Artifacts from before the Veilfall, only recently unearthed by archaeologists. They must be incredibly valuable.
Shall we start the bidding?
May I present the first item up for auction? This well-preserved clay pot. You'll notice the stunning paintings that depict a sacred Titan ritual. Without further ado, behold!
This pot is in magnificent condition. Artifacts from before the Veilfall are rarely this intact.
Those paintings must have been done using ancient techniques. They're so unique. Wait. This painting shows...
Nikki, look at the corner of the pot! Call me crazy, but do those two look familiar to you?
A pink-haired girl and an upright white cat. Didn't these two just recently save Wishfield? Doesn't that look like Miss Nikki and Momo?
Really? But this is an artifact over 1,000 years old. That's impossible.
Or what if it's a forgery?
No, hold on, just a minute. The treasure we excavated is genuine.
Those two figures. We hadn't noticed them before.
Excuse me, let me take a closer look.
Trying to pass off a new painting as an ancient artifact?
Hey, are you all right?
Nikki? Nikki!
Momo and Mr. Adventurer. That was...
You froze up and stopped responding for a while. I thought something was seriously wrong.
I'm fine. It's just... Most of the guests seem to have left. Has the auction already ended?
Yes, the boss covered for us. He told everyone it was the club's sketch comedy troupe, testing out some new material. It's just our luck that a girl who looks exactly like the one on the pot would show up at our auction. What's wrong with us? Maybe we should offer a few more gems to Mother Terra?
Was it really just a coincidence? Those illusions just now...
What should we do next?
Before they leave, we should ask these adventurers more about their expedition to Ixaland.
Maybe we should offer a few more gems to Mother Terra.
I'd like to know more about Itzaland. This Mother Terra, is she a god there?
Not exactly. I wouldn't consider Mother Terra a god. They all vanished after the Veilfall. The people of the Terra Alliance believe that the spirit of the gods merged with nature after they disappeared. This way, the gods could quietly watch over humanity. They call this force of nature Mother Terra. The people of Itzaland probably had a ton of their own gods before the Veilfall. I mean, I think they did, right?
You think they did?
Any records of Itzaland's gods have been lost to time. Wait, you grew up in Wishfield, right? And you probably don't know. Many haven't kept the worship of their gods as faithfully as Wishfield has for the Wishing One. In some areas, the local deities are long forgotten. That said, I think some native tribes in Itzaland still believe in them. They say the god was actually the Titan King, but his powers were never passed down. There aren't any written records about local gods being left behind, so we don't know if their legends are true.
Feeling better? You seemed a little frazzled. I bet Miguel would start spouting all that Mother Terra's cursed us nonsense.
Can you tell me more about Itzaland?
What, you're curious about the curse too? Please, it's just a bunch of rumors. Back when the region was pretty underdeveloped and covered in miasma, adventurers got injured, fell ill, or even died quite a lot. After a while, people just started saying it was cursed. A few centuries ago, a counselor from the Terra Alliance died there too. That's when the story really blew up. Nowadays, people say the Titan Kingdom is blessed by the gods, the Golden City. People flock there looking for riches, and some of them tell scary stories to scare off the competition. But the locals in Itzaland are very peaceful people. There's some lively shroomlings and the demi-dragons. They can be pretty intimidating. We don't talk to them all too often. Even so, we can tell their land isn't cursed.
Sorry about earlier. That must have been unsettling for you. We personally excavated that clay pot from the ruins. Both stratigraphic analysis and typological comparison confirm that it belonged to the Titan civilization there. No question. In any case, the pot's at least 1,000 years old. Those figures in the painting, they couldn't have any connection to you? As odd as it is, it's probably just a coincidence.
Can you tell me more about Itzaland?
Itzaland. I've done some digging into the region's history. Before the Veilfall, it was home to a flourishing ecosystem. In addition to the Titans, it appears dragons also inhabited the space. Evidence suggests that dragons even developed their own language and culture. Then came the Veilfall. It was so sudden and wiped both civilizations off the map. Only a few primitive tribes remain in the region to this day. They have no writing system, typically relying on creating simple drawings for their records. That's why nearly all historical records of Itzaland have vanished. What adventurers and archaeologists piece together now comes entirely from murals and inscriptions found among the ruins. On the other hand, archaeologists and adventurers dream of this sort of opportunity. A lost civilization just waiting to be rediscovered. Even thinking about it gets my blood pumping.
Guess we'll have to wait for the Sichia route to open again.
Pretty much. There are professional artifact appraisers at the Sichia auction house. Maybe they can date our artifacts more accurately, just so we avoid today's fiasco in the future.
Ugh, all that effort for nothing. Let's just go.
We gotta stop calling ourselves the unlucky archaeology team. Maybe then we'll be taken seriously.
I didn't say anything!
Nikki, what are we doing next?
Momo, listen to me.
You still thinking about that clay pot? Wait a sec. You don't think that painting was really of us, right?
I'm not sure. We've never even been to Itzaland. Not now, and certainly not 1,000 years ago. But the resemblance was uncanny. It couldn't be a coincidence, could it? Maybe we really are connected to Itzaland.
The more I think about it, the weirder it sounds. Forgotten gods, legendary miracles. Maybe this has something to do with the miracle outfit.
Let's go talk to Dada. Maybe she knows something. That's funny. Dada just messaged me. She wants to chat with us at the Stylists Guild.
Nikki, have you heard the news? It sounds like some adventurers from Eatsaland recently made their way to Florawish.
Not only did we hear about them, we actually went to their auction at Bibcoon's Chuckle Club. Though the way it all ended was pretty weird, to say the least.
Have you been looking into them too, Dada?
Of course! Remember I promised to help you investigate clues about the miracle outfit? Eatsaland is a mysterious place to the west of Wishfield. Once shrouded in miasma, home to terrifying behemoths who roamed the landscape. The guild hasn't tried to explore the landscape, as it's fairly dangerous. We typically recommend that stylists avoid the area. There are no official records from the Stylist Guild documenting any sacred outfit or artifact found in that region. But look at this!
It's a briefing from the Eatsaland Interim Stylists Guild.
Wait, the Stylist Guild has an interim branch?
It does! Eatsaland is so remote that they'd never considered setting one up there. With all the new adventurers flocking to the area, they thought it'd be best to set up a temporary branch. Hearing about the adventurers reminded me of this briefing from 3 months back. Here you go. I think it might have some answers for you.
Archaeological progress at Titan Settlement ruins. Rumored legends of gods and miracles. Local tribal faith groups. This sounds like everything those adventurers were telling us about.
Well, I think I know where we're headed next.
If you're going to Eatsaland, you should start in the Abandoned District, then cross the canyons and forests. I'll mark the route on Pearpel's map later.
Thank you, Dada.
Of course! The Stylist Guild prides itself on supporting its members. Whether you head to Eatsaland or not, we're here for you. Make sure to prepare yourself before you leave. Best of luck, Nikki!
Knight would never be so rude, Shek-a-Shek. Huh? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do?
Is anybody here? Hello? Can anybody hear me?
What's going on? Why are you panicking?
Oh,
It's Nikki!
oh man. Nikki, you have to help us. It's Miss Glove. She just passed out, Shack-a-Shack.
Yeah, she passed out.
Oh man, we've tried everything to wake her up. We even called for help, but when everyone turned to look at us, they just screamed, "Ghost!" and ran away, Shack-a-Shack.
They saw us and just took off!
What if... Miss Glove, please don't die, Shack-a-Shack. I'm pretty sure ghosts don't die a second time, so shouldn't she be fine?
Where is she now? Take us to her.
She's up in the high tower. This way, Nikki!
You're here.
This is...
A spell that seals the dead away, yes. It has the power to shatter a ghost's truest obsessions and wipe them out. Permanently.
Why would anyone want to cast that on a ghost?
The ruins have seen a lot of visitors recently. Someone must have triggered some nasty old thing the ancients left behind, and she got caught in it.
Maybe one of the Super Styling Contest contestants set it off by mistake.
Focus, everyone. We need to stop Miss Glove from fading away. You understand ancient Wimmancy much better than I do. Is there any way we can save her?
Her name.
What?
Master once said, love is a miracle, but also a curse. The best way to keep a ghost from leaving is to softly call her name.
It's a requiem spell. The only way to stop a ghost from completely fading away is to call out her real name.
Come back, my wandering friend. Give me a moment, so I can leave your gentleness in the world.
Why'd you stop?
I can't remember her name.
Mr. Strange, quickly, please tell Livy Miss Glove's first name.
You don't remember either? What about Shock? Shock, you must know.
Does nobody remember Miss Glove's name?
Hold on. You're telling me not one of you knows?
How odd. It seems the memories of her have vanished from my mind. All I can remember is her time as a court musician. Other than that, I can't recall a single thing about her.
Even though I can't remember her name or much of her past, my feelings for her haven't changed. She must have been a dear friend to me.
How curious. How could someone be so important and yet be completely forgotten by everyone?
We don't have a lot of time to figure this out right now. Maybe we could check out her books and photos. They might give us a clue about what's going on.
I'm not so sure. When we searched the ruins, we looked through every single book and stone. Nothing has Miss Glove's name on it. The only things we found said musician on them, Shekashek.
This is the memory candle holder. Just as Penelope used it to find the truth, it has the ability to reveal people's pasts and the memories of the departed. After I died, Olivia tried to use it to relive our memories together, but it didn't work. Only people with great strength can use the candle holder. Memory is a power that belongs only to the living. We dead souls can no longer call upon it. Nikki, you're strong enough. With the candle holder, you might be able to reveal her true name.
I'll try my best. But how do I use the candle holder to learn about Miss Glove's past?
We'll need her belongings. The more sentimental the object, the easier it can reveal the past. I'll search through the ruins and try to find something as soon as possible.
I'll inform Sir Percy, and I will join the search as well.
Then I'll stay here and watch her. If anyone finds a clue, please, bring it back here.
We'll come with you. Miss Glove usually plays in the high tower. Let's start looking around there. A rainy day is perfect for picking rainy orchids.
Open your eyes. See every charred bone. Hear every scream. It's her indulgence, her negligence, that led to today's tragedy.
Why? What did we do wrong?
Wipe away your useless tears. Now, my dear Amy, you can stop all of this.
Me?
The gods gave you a gift. The dagger that can rewrite fate. Only you can sever this endless cycle of tragedy.
What should I do?
Follow me, for our future's sake.
It's so awful. I had no idea that Miss Glove had such a tragic past. I feel like my little furry heart is breaking.
Amy, that must be Miss Glove's name. Let's take the sheet music back to Mr. Strange.
So, did you find it?
Momo and I found a piece of sheet music in the tower.
I see. It looks like a lullaby. This may be simple, but it already shows the flair Miss Glove became known for later on. Amy. Yes, that child must be her. But this rough bark paper and cheap ink, even for the slums, this was poorly made.
Wow! You got all of that just from a piece of sheet music?
Momo, you must understand. Back in our day, your class couldn't be changed. You were born into it. Nobles and commoners shared nothing but the moon and stars. They didn't even speak the same language.
So, that vision the candle holder revealed was Ms. Glove's childhood? She must have lived in poverty.
The vision you described and this sheet music remind me of something. Back when I was in the Undercity, the neighboring Hope House orphanage caught fire. The flames raged for days, lighting up the sky brighter than any noble feast. 72 children and 12 adults died in the fire. One little girl made it out alive. That little girl must have been Miss Glove.
Recovering such painful memories. I wonder if it's a blessing or a curse for her.
At least we know her name now. Now we can save her.
Okay. Come back, my wandering friend. Please, give me this moment to have your tenderness here, among us in the world. Amy.
Amy? Amy! Why?
The fading seems to have slowed down. The Requiem spell should have taken effect, but for some reason, it hasn't stopped it completely.
Did we cast a spell wrong or something? Maybe our timing was off. Why isn't she back to normal?
Perhaps she has more than one name.
More than one name? Are you saying...
Back when I was scavenging spoiled food with the stray dogs in the Undercity, people called me York the Flea. After I won the Queen's favor, I gave myself a new name to serve at court. Eventually, people forgot about York in favor of Strange. But after I passed away, Percy remembered my old name and carved York on my tombstone. One of the few kind acts he committed in his life, if I'm honest.
Mr. Strange.
There's no need to be sad. For a ghost, death is just one of countless bad memories. It's not worth mourning. My point is, if someone called me York now, it might take me a second to realize it was me they were talking to.
So Amy could have been Ms. Glove's name when she was a child. Once she got older and became a court musician, she must have started going by a different name.
Exactly.
A different name. That reminds me, you said that, apart from Amy, every adult and child at the orphanage lost their life in the fire. Is that right? If that's true, then who was that old man I saw speaking with Amy in the middle of the flames?
It sure is puzzling. Miss Nikki, perhaps you should talk to Percy. Her Majesty had him deal with the aftermath of the fire on her behalf. Even if Miss Glove's memories were erased, I'm certain he would remember all the details of his assignment. He's always been very dedicated to tasks Her Majesty gives him.
All right, I'll go visit Sir Percy. Will you come with us, Mr. Strange?
You wouldn't want to be there for our reunion, my dear. I think it's best if I stay behind and keep an eye on our unconscious companion.
That makes sense. Sometimes you two act like allies, and others, you're like sworn enemies. It's hard to figure you two out.
Perhaps we're both. After all, death is the most peculiar peacemaker. I think you ought to pay a visit to Percy, Miss Nikki. Hopefully his memory hasn't faded with time, and he can give you the answers you're looking for.
It's Nikki! Nikki is here!
Your Excellency, it's been a while. I heard about what happened to Miss Glove. Is there anything I can do for you?
Yes. Can you tell us about the fire at Hope House Orphanage?
My, what a tragedy. That memory still haunts me to this day. It was humid that summer, and Her Majesty had just released a few redundant officials. That led to quite a bit of oversight. They say it was a recipe for disaster.
Did you say it was humid? How could a fire of that scale break out with all that moisture in the air?
You are sharp. After days of thorough investigation, they revealed the fire was no accident. Quite the opposite. It was arson. Her Majesty had just ascended the throne, and her rule was so new. So our investigation was met with quite a bit of resistance. On top of that, there was this mysterious force working against us in the shadows. After days of not finding anything, a fight suddenly broke out on the border, pulling me away. The case was left unsolved.
I see. It seems like the public always blamed the Queen, which explains why that older... Oh, right! There was an old man talking to Amy. Did he survive the fire too?
No. I supervised the burial of all the victims. I know for a fact that the only one to survive that night was Amy. I have to be honest, I have no idea who that man was.
Seems like a dead end.
Sir Percy, the other ghosts don't remember Miss Glove at all. Do you remember anything?
Wait a sec. Since you're a sword, do those strange ancient spells even affect you?
Unfortunately, I wasn't spared either. But I do recall investigating a murder in the royal palace. The victim was Her Majesty's personal musician. Miss Glove was also a court musician. We might be able to find some clue about her past with the rest of the case's evidence, don't you think?
I just hope that poor musician wasn't Miss Glove.
Shouldn't the Queen's residence be the safest place to be? I had no idea such a heavily guarded fortress could be so dangerous.
For those in the royal palace, Her Majesty's ideal future would come at the expense of the prosperous life they enjoy today.
So, that's why they hated the Queen?
I believe they were motivated by a fear of change. The fear that a strong, ambitious woman in power might take everything from them. And they knew she would. So they resorted to slander, false accusations, and even countless assassinations.
I don't know how to respond. Your era, your ideals, the future you hoped for. I don't understand it. I've been in Wishfield for quite a while. I've weathered some storms, but all that remains in my heart are mostly warm and cherished memories. I walk alongside the people of this land as they work to bridge gaps and live in harmony. I would have to imagine that this is what you'd hoped this land would become.
You're right. This is what we wanted Wishfield to become. If only Her Majesty could see the good that has come out of her beautiful kingdom.
I just remembered! The evidence from the investigation into the murdered musician is kept in the front yard. Nikki, I'll take you there.
My apologies. I was searching my memories again. I won't take up more of your time, Your Excellency.
all the evidence related to the case is here, Shekashek.
Shak, did you interrupt Sir Percy's memories on purpose?
You caught me. Actually, after Her Majesty passed away, Sir Percy was exiled to guard the palace. He ended up being the only one to actually live out his days without them being cut short. Watching his companions die one by one, he spent decades reliving those painful memories, trapped in unending solitude. Sir Percy is far more regretful of his past than the other lords. I didn't mean to make him sad, and I really didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry, Shekashek.
I don't blame you, Shak. Sir Percy was able to gradually move past the shadows, thanks to your thoughtfulness. You deserve a lot of credit.
Huh? That's awfully kind of you, Nikki. I think I'm blushing, Shekashek.
All right, cool your jets. Nikki and I are going to get those belongings.
You've been doing very well lately. Keep watching her closely. Learn what she likes and dislikes, and stay as near to her as you can.
Yes, my lord.
I heard you've been getting along with one of her favorite musicians. Is that right?
My lord, Cleo. Cleo has nothing to do with it. I beg you, my lord, please don't drag her into this.
Enough! Dwelling upon these meaningless attachments will only distract you from achieving your goals. Or have you already forgotten the 84 lives that were reduced to ashes in that fire?
I beg your forgiveness, my lord.
Remember your mission, dear child. Your fate and the fate of this kingdom depend on you. Do not let fleeting compassion lead you to betray those still suffering in the abyss.
Yes, my lord.
Your instrument is tuned.
Cleo!
Duke Price? What are you doing here? What are you doing to Floya?
Oh, she really seems to trust you. It's too bad that trust ends here.
What do you mean? Are you working together?
My child, fate is teaching you a valuable lesson. Only the dead keep secrets.
No, what are you... Save me! Floya!
No.
It sounds like Cleo was probably the victim. That means Ms. Glove must be Floya. But then, there's the murderer, Price. How are they connected? What's happening?
What's happening? Sir Percy's been frozen like this for a while. Is it really that hard to comprehend?
Sir Percy.
I'm sorry. Duke Price was Her Majesty's fiercest political rival during her reign. He was a leading figure among the opposition nobles. Her Majesty wanted equality and happiness for everyone, even commoners. Naturally, the conservative nobles saw that as a threat. And my mother came from that family. I wasn't sure how to talk about it.
I see. No, it can't be!
It sounds to me that your loyalty to the Crown over family is all the more admirable, Sir Percy.
I couldn't choose the family I was born into, and neither could my mother. But I could choose where I belong.
Wait, we're missing something very important. If Floya is Ms. Glove, and Price is the Queen's political rival, why would two people from opposing sides meet in secret? So secretly that they felt like they had to eliminate Cleo immediately, just because she stumbled upon them?
Exactly! This sounds pretty shady, if you ask me. Miss Glove, was she some kind of spy?
She might be. If she truly serves Price, even as a ghost, I won't just stand by and do nothing.
Uh-huh. Right. Protecting Her Majesty is our mission, Shekashek.
Maybe we should try to wake her up by calling her Floya, just in case. Then, we'll ask her. When playing her music to call out to the Queen under the moonlight, she looked so devoted. I find it hard to believe that it was just an act. Momo, what's wrong?
I feel like someone's here. Ah!
Why are you shouting so loudly? You scared me half to death.
It's the Will-O-Wisp. What are you doing here, Shekashek?
Oh, I'm just a side character. I can't help you leads all that much. I just thought I'd be on the lookout to make sure no outsiders come near the ruins. I wouldn't want your work to be interrupted and have folks be affected by those strange spells.
So you're tough in words, but soft at heart. I gotta say, your ghostly look is kinda cute.
Finally. It looks like you have found another name for her. We should wake her up quickly now. I just ran into Her Majesty's doll. She seemed really worried.
Okay, we're on our way. Come back, my wandering friend. Please, give me this moment to have your tenderness here, among us in the world. Floya!
Look, she's awake!
Floya, are you alright?
Don't call me that.
What's wrong?
Floya. That's the name Price gave me when he ordered me to go to the royal palace.
What? Price? You... How could you be...
Price told me that the orphanage fire was entirely Philomea's fault, and that only by overthrowing her could I truly avenge my family. After rescuing me from the orphanage fire, he gave me the identity Floya, and sent me to the palace to eavesdrop, waiting for the perfect moment.
So, was Cleo part of your plan too?
Cleo... My poor Cleo. That day, she stumbled upon our meeting, and Price killed her with the poisoned dagger I kept hidden up my sleeve. I shouldn't have let her help me restring my instrument. She was the kindest person to me in the whole palace. Even these gloves were a gift from her. I've really let her down.
So you're saying you were Price's spy, and you had a poisoned dagger?
I remember Philomia saying she died from poisoning too.
Was it me who killed the queen? I'd already caused the death of my best friend, and now... No, I was only fulfilling my mission to avenge my family for their fiery deaths. I should hate her. I should. But why does it hurt so much?
Nonsense. Her Majesty was exiled to these wild lands as a child and witnessed the sufferings of countless commoners. She spent her whole life fighting for everyone else's happiness, taking countless insults and ultimately paying with her life. How could she possibly have anything to do with the orphanage fire?
I don't know. I just don't know.
Everyone, calm down. I can tell Ms. Glove's pain is real. If she really were a spy, how could she break down like this over harming the Queen? Memories may fade, but the light left in your heart will never go out. We all remember the peace and comfort she brought us, don't we?
Go to the palace underground. I saw a poisoned dagger there once. You're still fading, so you may still have other names. I hope that dagger leads to your other names, and that whatever's behind it proves your innocence.
But what if it proves I'm guilty?
Standing around changes nothing, but hope? Hope is always on the road ahead. Go to the palace underground. Find the dagger, and find your hope.